Hi once again. This is Paul, the administrator of the Pop! OS Linux Facebook group, and this is the second part of the Welcome Pack videos that I've created, or at least the second video of the Pop Pack. The first one was the video where you can see my face. This one's audio only, and I'm going to go through the pages really quick that are part of the Pop Pack and give a quick little explanation as to why they're in there. Okay, so I'm going to pop open the browser here real quick, and there's like 19 pages. I'll try to get through them pretty quickly. Okay, so the first one is the System 76 homepage, for good reason, and this one's already been separated out here, which is the second page here, I do believe. And then basically this is basically just hardware stuff here for the most part, and a couple things down here that I've separated out recently that I hadn't separated out before, like the blog, the blog mainly only. So that's the reason for the first page. Pretty self-explanatory. Second page, explanatory as well. The pop homepage, and you got all your download stuff here. And then there's stuff in the middle, some videos, some other information here. And at the bottom, I was always hoping people would scroll to the bottom and make use of these down here. This one's always been separated out. I've always included that as a separate page. But recently I've added the Pop Chat and the GitHub page as part of the pack too, just in case people don't want to lose. Just in case for some reason or other they're unaware that these are actually down here. So that's the reason for the Pop homepage. And here's that. So this page right here is actually, you can get there by this link here, this button link here, Pop Docs. Now I've always had that included, and this is one of the better pages actually, part of the Pop Pack. You scroll down and you see a bunch of things, a bunch of articles to try to help you troubleshoot your Pop installation and whatnot. Will every article in here fix every problem? No, but it's still a good place to. It's still a place to make. It's still a good resource to make use of if you have a problem. And I always look at it myself. So that's the reason for that page. And then if you like learning from videos, I personally don't too much, but if you like learning from videos, then I included the System 76 YouTube page, so you can come here and subscribe and go through all their videos. So that's pretty self-explanatory as well. Then this is my I have a Pastebin account, and I have a bunch of pastes. So I'm not sure if you were going to be able to see my I'm not logged in right now, but if I was logged in, you can see this section over here is my pastes, where I have a bunch of other pastes. So if I look someone's question up online, and I don't want to forget what the answers were, so I create another paste for that. This is just one title here, Basic Pop Things to Do. Kind of if you go through, I think there's some stuff that you can do before the installation and post installation as well. So that's my Pastebin. That's my Pastebin account dedicated to all things Pop for the most part. And then Ubuntu Wiki, if only because Pop is based on Ubuntu, so there might be some stuff in here that might apply to Pop as well. And then the same thing with Debian, since Ubuntu is based on Debian. So Ubuntu, Debian, Ubuntu, Pop, right? So that's pretty much the reasoning there. Then a couple of social media pages, Twitter, which is now X. Even if you don't use X for anything else, you can maybe create an X account. Look at the follow the Pop page, just for more information. Maybe ask questions and whatnot. Just another source of information. Same with the Pop official page on Facebook. Not our group, but just their main page. And again, I'm not logged in, so you can't really see, but you get the idea, right? Their main page on Facebook. And then This is also dug out of their page. I forgot exactly where this came from in their whole site, but essentially it's APT repository information. So you'll see some stuff here that will be pre-installed already out of the box when you do a fresh install of POP, and then there's some other things that you could probably add and whatnot. And then you can also, if you're having connection problems, maybe you can come here and plug these into your browser window and see if it see if the page is opening on the server end, on the other end, so you can see if that URL is working. So if you're trying to do APT update upgrade and it's not going through, maybe you can come here and see if their server is down or not. So that's the reason for that. And then, since gaming is a big deal on POP and on Linux, right? I pulled this page out of their blog, and it's their guide to gaming. It's a good place to come here to get gaming information. There's also a gaming page on their support page here. I'm not sure how much they differ. I didn't really check it, to be honest, but that's the reason why I threw that in there, because it's their guide to gaming, so that's always a good resource for gaming as well. And so that's the reason for that. We get a lot of gaming questions, so that's why I threw that in there. That wasn't there before. That's kind of a new one too. And then this one, I was in the POP Reddit group recently, and someone asked a question and whatnot, and someone shared this link, and I didn't really know about it myself. You have to go into their POP, into the POP OS GitHub pages, and this is one of their repos actually. And, it's kind of a support page. Maybe some of it's redundant, but there might be some new stuff in here that you don't have in the troubleshooting page here. So that's the reason for that. Some more documentation, essentially. Okay. Then the second one, this is I forgot where I came across this. I don't think this is officially a POP page, but since it got my attention, it's a hardening guide, so it's like security based stuff. I didn't really go over it that much. You get the idea, right? Just security stuff. Some of it you might already like, running the APT update and upgrade, basic stuff. Some other things too. So if you want to harden your Pop! OS, this is a good guide to look at. This is their page. This is their official chat, which you could get to from here, from the POP main page. This was it right here, the POP chat, and it's right here. I have an account. I don't know if I am logged in at the moment. Okay, so yeah, so to come here, make an account, or use your POP account you already have, or whatever, or they want a separate account here. I forgot which one it was, but this is another place to come and ask POP questions. I don't like this format too much, kind of where it kind of rolls. I don't know. I just I like Reddit. I like Facebook. I don't really like this. I don't like Discord too much. Things get kind of buried and scrolled out of the way, and unless someone's looking at it right away, they might not see your question. I mean, I don't know. It's active, I guess, in here. Anyway, it's another place to come and ask POP questions. Figure out where you want to go here. That's their official chat, Mattermost. It is hosted on Mattermost. You don't see it here, but it's Mattermost. And then their GitHub. This is their GitHub page, their main GitHub page on GitHub, and you can get there from here. This GitHub link right here takes you there. So yeah, these weren't popped out before, and I don't know if people were actually aware of this or really caring to scroll all the way down and actually click on these, but I decided, well, you know what, I'm just going to make sure that I'm going to go ahead and include these in the POP pack. So that's their POP GitHub repo. Source code. There's information in here about POP Shell, new POP coming up, Cosmic Epoch and whatnot, ISOs, Raspberry, ARM 64 stuff and whatnot. Let's see how many they have. How many repos do they have? 288. That's a lot. It's a lot of repos, but yeah, it's a good source to come to sometimes. Okay, that's the reason for throwing that one in there. And then this is their blog. This is a new one too. I come here, or at least I don't really. There's a place where you can subscribe to it. Well, I forgot where you can subscribe to the blog, but I get weekly, monthly emails when a new blog comes out. So the last one was the 16th or whatnot. So that's been a few days. Anyway, you can come here, and mainly you can catch up on cosmic news, which everyone's always asking about. Cosmic epoch, rust. Cosmic rust is what I call it. So this is definitely a good place to come. And I forgot where you can poke around to get in a subscription so you can have it emailed to you. But the blog is a good place for information, especially about cosmic rust. And then this, I don't really care for podcasts myself, but another place we come and get collection of podcasts here and whatnot. Transmission log. And this is their Reddit page. I like this page a lot. Very active, helpful, whatever. A lot of activity here. And there's a pop developer called Stick. I believe his name is Stick. He's here a lot, and he's a pop developer. So if you ask a question, maybe he'll pop in and you can get some professional eyes on your question. I always look at it here too. This is a very good page to come. So this was a no-brainer to put the Pop! OS Reddit group into the Pop Pack. And then last is Arch Linux. Why Arch, you ask? It's like distro agnostic or whatever. It's like everything. It's like things that are going to be here are going to apply to probably most raw distros. Each distro has their own way of doing things. This is more just distro agnostic or whatever. And I've read or heard over the years where it's like the Bible, if you will, of Linux. So this is a good place to come. And I've looked at some of the pages like the last time they were updated, and it seemed, let's see, actually the whole page here. These pages are usually helpful, but then you think about, okay, how current is the information? Well, you can see here it's very current here, and on each individual page, if you go to the bottom of each individual page, it'll say the last time it was updated. And I think it's it certainly can't say it's been abandoned. I think this is very, very recent stuff, and people are always editing and adding stuff to it. So it's not like it's out of date. So Arch Linux, okay. So that's pretty much the no-brainer to me as well. I mean, out of all these, I come to Arch a lot. I definitely look at the Reddit a lot. Some of those other ones, not too much. Myself, I don't really use a lot of these, to be honest. In this main article page here, I use a lot. So the main article page there, and then the Reddit sometimes, and the Arch definitely. I'll look at that too. So these are the 19 pages or so that are part of the Pop Pack. Okay, so I added some new stuff. That's why I wanted to make this new video. So welcome to the Pop group. I am Paul, and I'm the administrator, and I'm also the lead research technician of the How to Linux Research Labs, which this audio video is actually part of. So if you look at if you go subscribe, and you can scroll up and down and see my library or whatever it is whatever you call it, and you can see I've got videos on Pop, Ubuntu, some on Rocky, a couple on Fedora, OpenSUSE, Ubuntu, a couple others maybe, Endeavor. So I try to cover the main distro families, Debian, Ubuntu, Fedora, Red Hat, OpenSUSE, Arch, and Arch-based. Okay, so welcome to the group. And okay, one last thing about the group itself, I didn't really touch on that. I'm not going to show it here. I'm not logged in this browser here. So I'm looking at it on my other computer over here. And ask questions in the middle of the page, and important pages or whatever. or questions. For the most part, any question I'll pin so people can have a chance to look at it later and help you. On the right hand side, there's some more specific chat groups where we can have more intimate conversations about things. I don't try to get involved with too many. I don't like micromanaging and getting involved with people's little squabbles and whatnot. So keep that in mind. I just try to help. I don't really micromanage or whatever. I hope people can work their own disagreements out and maintain professionalism. I know it's hard, but that's my hope. And then once a month, I do take a screenshot of the top 10 members, and I post that. So that's always kind of a fun thing. I don't know if other groups do that or not. I don't think so. And then I've got some auto admin assist things going on. So if you get caught up in some kind of security issue, let me know, and I can always override the system to let posts that might not get in, especially posts that have potential spam or videos embedded in them. So this ongoing war against bots, I had to crack down a little bit because it was getting out of control. So there'd be weeks at a time where you wouldn't see much, and then there'd be days. And toward the end there, a couple months ago, it was every day. Got really bad. So I had to put in some security measures to try to combat the flood of bots and spam and porn and junk like that. So, but otherwise, other than that, it's an active group. There are some down days here and there. Sometimes it gets slow, but then it picks up. And with the coming of Cosmic Rust, I expect it's going to, definitely pick up when that comes. Either, distro hoppers, people that know what they're doing, or just even new users. But I anticipate, obviously, with the Cosmic Rust coming out sometime this year, that there's going to be a lot of new activity. And we're up to 16,300 members right now. So let's see how high that goes up. Okay, so welcome to the group, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Until my next video, actually, happy Linuxing. Okay, bye-bye.